Assalamu alaikum. We're going to learn today how to factorize. These are the methods that have been already taught in the first term. Okay, it's a recap so that it may help you out in the future. All right, we start off this factorization is especially for the city school students who are going to attempt worksheet number 9. All right, let's start off with the first type of question that are there in that worksheet. Right, for example, say 5y plus 15. Okay, 5y plus 15 needs to be factorized. When we have two terms, all right, the easiest way or the first method that we use to factorize such a number is called the common method. Common method, or sometimes called HCF method. Right, over here also HCF stands for highest common factor. All right, what is HCF? HCF is a number that can divide both these numbers easily. Okay, so in this case 5 is the number that can easily divide both of them, and when we divide both of them by 5, okay, you may do it like this: 5y divided by 5 and 15 divided by 5. Okay, so when we divide 5y by 5, we have cancelled with the 5 and the y is left, and when we cancel with the 15, 5 3 is the 15, so we're left with the 3. The plus is the symbol that comes because of the question. All right, so that is the first type of sum. All right, now we move on to the second type of factorization. In this also we're using the same HCF method, but the question may be a little bit different. For example, we have x into a minus b plus m into a minus b. All right, now here when we have this, okay, you can see that this a minus b, all right, first of all, okay, in fact, before we start, we need to know that there are two terms. Okay, this whole thing is considered as one term, this whole thing is considered as another term. Similarly, as the previous question, we had two terms. Okay, here also we have two terms in this expression, so we need to first factorize, finding the HCF. HCF over here would be this number in the bracket. A minus b, as you can see, is the common, so I write this as a minus b. All right, and then when I divide both these terms by a minus b, okay, you may do this in the rougher column. The first term is x into a minus b, and when I divide it with a minus b, the a minus b and the a minus b get cancelled. I'm left with the x, so I'm left with the x, that x comes here, plus, and similarly if I do this directly, a minus b and a minus b cancelled, I will be left with the m, so x plus m will be the quotient. Okay, now we come on to another type of sum. Right, in this we are going to use the third identity. This is the factorization. For example, we have x square minus y square. All right, as we know that the third identity, let's write down the third identity. The third identity is a square minus b square, which is equal to a plus b and a minus b. Okay, so x square minus y square, therefore this x square is the square of x and y square is the square of y, so I get it like this: a square minus b square, x square minus y square, which is equal to x plus y and x minus y. Okay, let's look at another example from this. Say for example, I have a square of 4a square minus 25. Okay, 4a square is a square of some number, and minus 25 is also a square of some number. 4 is a square of 2a and 25 is a square of 5. So we get this like this in this formula: a square minus b square. So what do? We may write it as 2a plus 5 and 2a minus 5. Okay, that is your third identity. Now coming on to our last type. Okay, this type is called the middle term break. It's called common again. Okay, we come on to common again. Right, for example, we have 2x plus 2y plus ax plus ay. In this, what we need to do is we need to take out a common between these two and a common between these two. 2 is common, so we left with x plus y. In this we have a as the common, or HCF, we left with x plus y. Now similarly we factorize it again, x plus y, as we had done in the previous sum over here. A minus b was common. Similarly over here x plus y is common, so I write x plus y, the common term, divide this by both the terms, so x plus y and x plus y get cancelled. I'm left with the 2, and from here x plus y and x plus y cancelled, I'm left with the a. There's a plus over here, so it comes like this. All right, now the last type of sum, we are left with is the middle term breaking. Okay, I'm showing you one example. What you need to do is you need to solve these questions in that way. For example, you have x square plus 7x plus 10. Okay, we need two numbers over here. The two numbers that we need to do middle term breaking are 10 and this 7. Okay, so what we need to do is you need to find two numbers when multiplied they need to give you 10x square. How do I get 10x square? The first term multiplied by the last term gives us 10x square. Similarly, we need to find two numbers which will give us this middle term. 7x is the middle term, so I write it over here. Right now I find, right, so according to that I think 2 and 5 are those terms, and similarly I write 2 and 5 over here. The sign of the 7x is plus, so I need to get 2 and 5 from this 7. From 2 and 5 I need to get the 7, so I get it from plus 2 and plus 5. Since this term has an x, so I write x with both of them. Now what I do in place of this middle term, I write 2x and 5x. Okay, and I copy this 10 down. So I do the same thing that I've done earlier. Comment between the x and 2x square, x square and 2x, that is x. I'm left with x plus 2, and between these two 5 is common, and I'm left with x plus 2. So now again we take out common. X plus 2 is common over here, and x plus 5, which is not common, comes in the other bracket, and that's our answer. Okay, I hope that helps you out in solving the questions of the worksheet. Thank you very much.